Do you know some of the countries have astonishing wedding rituals and traditions that may leave your eyes wide open in surprise? If not, stick with this video, as it will uncover 15 of the weirdest wedding rituals in different parts of the world. In this video, we're going to explore 15 weirdest wedding rituals and traditions in the world that will make you stunned. From using chainsaws to kidnapping brides, these rituals will astonish you and show the diverse ways people celebrate their big day around the globe. Get ready to dive into these bizarre wedding rituals that will make you see weddings in a whole new light. Whether it's spitting for good luck or beating the groom's feet, these customs are sure to surprise and fascinate you. So without wasting time, let's plunge into these rituals one by one. 1. The bride and groom use chainsaws in Germany. In the custom of Baumstamm-Sagen, German newlyweds are supposed to saw wood into two parts. What does Baumstamm-Sagen symbolize for the couple? It represents the power of the pair as they overcome obstacles in their marriage, since it is a work that requires two persons to complete. 2. The bride is kidnapped in Romania. The bride in Romania does not always have cold feet if she vanishes before the wedding. Quite the reverse. Before the wedding, friends and relatives kidnap the bride. How does the groom get his bride back? Like in roleplay, the groom must pay the bride's ransom, which might be in the form of romantic gestures or champagne filling her glass. 3. Nuts are given to newlyweds in Italy. Though in Italian, confetti indeed refers to sugared almonds, many of us associate the word with vibrant pieces of paper. What do these confetti symbolize? They are given to wedding guests as tokens of appreciation during the reception and tossed toward the happy couple. The little paper fragments known as coriandoli have taken their place, however. 4. Father spits on the bride in Kenya. Don't be surprised if, at a wedding in Kenya, you see the bride's father spitting on her gown for good fortune. Why is spitting considered a sign of respect among the Maasai people in Kenya? The spit is intended in good faith, hoping not to ruin the marriage. This act is considered positive and well-wishing, serving as a gesture of blessing and good luck for the newlyweds. In the Maasai community, spitting holds great significance and is seen as a symbol of good fortune in different cultural contexts. This ritual showcases a vast array of artistic practices that are present across the globe. 5. The groom gets his shoes stolen in India. In a traditional Hindu wedding, the groom is supposed to take off his shoes before sitting down for the fairas. What happens during Juda Chupai? During this custom, the bride's relatives and bridesmaids often con him by taking the shoes and concealing them. The bridegroom has to pay the ladies cash to return his shoes before the ceremony is over. 6. The bride practices a crying ritual in China. While sobbing a little at a wedding ceremony is customary worldwide, the bride in some areas of China is expected to practice crying. How long do Tujia women weep before their wedding day? A month before the wedding, Tujia women are supposed to weep for an hour every day. She is joined in the rite by her mother 10 days in and the bride's grandmother 10 days later. The custom, known as Zhuo Tang in the region of western Sichuan, originated during the Warring States in China when a Zhao princess's mother sobbed at her wedding. 7. Families drink in sync in Japan. It may not seem strange to drink wine during a wedding, but in Japan, the ancient custom of Sansan Kudao mandates that the family consume in unison. How are the families bonded in this custom? The families are bonded when the bride and groom take 3 drinks from 3 flat sake cups apiece, and then their parents do the same. 8. The bride is given a goose in Korea. While most newlyweds get money to start their new life together, or items for their new house, what do brides and grooms exchange in Korea? On their wedding day, brides and grooms exchange wooden ducks and geese as a symbol of their devotion. Grooms have traditionally also given their new mother-in-law ducks or wild geese. The monogamous animals stand in for the groom's unwavering devotion to his wife and good intentions. 9. The groom's feet are beaten in South Korea. Grooms in some areas of South Korea are not allowed to depart with their new brides until they have been thrashed on the foot. Why are the groom's feet beaten after the ceremony? Groomsmen or family members take the groom's shoes off after the ceremony, tie his ankles with rope, and then alternatively beat his feet with a wood or in rare circumstances, a dried fish. Thank goodness, the ceremony is brief and seen as a lighthearted aspect of the day intended to test the groom's will and courage. 10. The bride and groom are banned from the bathroom in Malaysia. The Tidong people in Borneo, Malaysia, and Indonesia have a custom that mandates the bride and groom cannot leave their house or use the restroom for 3 days after the wedding ceremony. What is the consequence of failing to perform this ceremony? They are given very little food and water and kept under close supervision. Failure to perform the ceremony is said to bring ill luck to the bride and groom, often leading to adultery, marital dissolution, or infant death. 11. The newlyweds secretly leave the party in Venezuela. The newlywed couple in Venezuela often leaves their wedding celebration without saying farewell to their guests. What is the significance of this custom? Fascinatingly, this custom is thought to bring good luck. During this joyous occasion, the festivities reach their climax with energetic music, dancing, and colorful decorations. On the other hand, a distinctive element of Venezuelan weddings is when the newlyweds discreetly leave the celebration. This discreet departure is seen as an enjoyable and playful activity. 12. Single ladies seek love in the cake in Peru. This Peruvian wedding custom is one that all single women will like. What do the ribbons in the wedding cake represent? Ribbons dangle down from the edges of a typical Peruvian wedding cake. While each ribbon is fastened to a charm inside the cake, one unique ribbon is attached to a fake wedding band. Peruvians think you are next in line to be married if you are given the wedding ring-filled piece of cake. 13. The bride charges you to dance with her in Cuba. Regardless of cultural background, the bride often dances with her guests. Nevertheless, in Cuba, the dance is not free. How do guests contribute to the wedding and honeymoon? Every guy who dances with the bride must pin money on her dress. The goal behind this is to help the couple pay for their wedding and honeymoon. 14. Guests are given unique stones to hold in Australia. One custom from an Australian wedding ceremony is the use of a unity dish. What do guests do with the stones during the ritual? Upon arrival, visitors are handed stones to hold throughout the ritual. Afterward, visitors pay homage to their friends and relatives who came by placing the rocks in a gorgeous bowl that the couple keeps on display in their house. 15. The proposal involves a whale tooth in Fiji. When the bride's father requests it, what do the groom and his family in Fiji present him with? The groom and his family in Fiji often give him a sperm whale's tooth. This custom is followed all over Fiji, but it is more prevalent in rural regions. In Fijian, the word for teeth, tabua, means sacred. These weirdest wedding customs from different parts of the world showcase the incredible variety of cultural customs. Every tradition, no matter how unconventional it may appear, holds deep meaning and importance for its practitioners. The customs found in Romania's bride kidnapping and Japan's synchronized drinking showcase the rich values and beliefs surrounding marriage, love, and community. They serve as a reminder that weddings, regardless of their non-traditional nature, are a celebration of unity and dedication that transcends cultural boundaries.